Whew. Okay, I'm live, just in time.
See, that's where you should use the companion app.
Alright, I'll use the companion app now. Yes, let's go. Woohoo! Geez, have I gotten online just in time. Talk about telling you guys to get on time. Get in here in time. I was a bit tired, so I set my alarm for 6 o'clock. Half an hour to get your coffee and get set up. Just wasn't enough. Here we go. Oh, looks like you're there, Matt. But
A lot of people. Fuck me.
there's Matt. You're 2 seconds behind, Matt. What happened? I see Tina slept in. I had you down as turning up, Tina. Anyway, Matt and I are here. And Monday morning, great way to start, no matter what we do. So I'm just going to change my gears down. Because I need to spin these legs a little bit. I'm a bit tired. I slept so well, but I could have slept until 7. Hi Norm, if you're watching. And I think that light's a bit better. Being backlit behind the monitor. Oh, Norm, if you are listening, I did forget to turn my fan on, and it's hot. And I'll get sweaty. Messages. Hey Matt. I don't know whether he's got Discord on. Good morning. And now I will message Norm. Can you turn fan on for me, please? Don't you hate it when you get started on Zwift? Or something like this. And yeah, you forgot to turn the fan on. So yesterday was a bit of a Sunday night fiasco. Well, fiasco is probably not the right word, but Sunday night announcement. Pretty crazy. I keep kind of pinching myself going, right, is this really going on? And what does it really mean? Are we really going to turn out like Italy? Just damn scary stuff. But I guess today starts the day of a new realization that life as we knew it is just going to change for well, really in the big scheme of things, a very short time. It's not like this is it forever. Thank goodness for those people who study and research in labs and come up with these vaccines that keep us living. and keep our communities alive and help our vulnerable. My goodness. I'm not even pedaling hard, and just by not having the fan on, I'm super hot already. You ever get into the garage or wherever your trainer session is in the middle of winter and it's so cold you have to start with your puffer jacket on, and then you can't imagine how you even rode with a puff up by the end of it. Righty, 40 minutes to go. Thank you, Norm. Just tilt it slightly.
Which way?
More shimmy this way, so yeah, perfect. Matt, are you working from home? I guess he might be listening, might not. I don't know. Who's working from home this week? I think a fair chunk of us are, and a fair chunk of us are in the essential services. I know Norm's business broaches a few areas, but they manufacture and obviously sell reusable incontinence products, or continence, whatever word you want to say. But basically, if you leak, they've got something for it. And that's at all stages of life, from obviously babies through to old age and palliative care. So long as manufacturing can continue and freight can continue, Norm's been spending the last 4 years putting all the systems that they have in place online, so that the systems are just easier to use for everyone. And it's now paying dividends that all the staff can work from home if they need to, even if they're taking calls. The only people that can't is obviously the freight department. And believe it or not, only a few months ago, I think it was just before Christmas, they separated the two offices. The main office and the warehouse used to be in the same building, and now the warehouse is totally separate to the office. And so that's a good thing, because if the office is unwell, or someone comes down with a virus, they're separate, they've had no contact. So that's really worked out really well. And if the warehouse gets sick, there's people that can go in and do that and take over. Matt's got no chat capabilities. Too easy. Anyway, Matt, at least we're up and we're pedaling our bikes. Good start to the day. Don't have to put our lights on outside. Can get our entire systems actually working. Oh no, I could absolutely be asleep still right now. Don't know whether I look tired this morning in the camera, but geez, I slept so well. Which is very unusual, because speaking of systems, I am still experiencing the perimenopausal, although I don't even know whether it's perimenopausal now. I think it's full menopausal, meaning there is no before the menopause. I'm in it. I think we're looking at about August this year will be 2 years of no menstruation. And so that really does say, yeah, okay, we're in it. But anyway, with regards to sleep, I can sleep very well, go to bed very well, but then I wake up with sometimes hot sweats, sometimes just wake up, can't get back to sleep, and it's not racing thoughts or anxiety, it's just hormones. And I think hormones are trying hard to find a equilibrium, and I think at the moment in my course that I'm doing, the introduction to anatomy and physiology, it's so interesting. We've, only just touched on the hormones and the endocrine system, and but what I really like is the understanding of homeostasis, that state of equilibrium where the body goes, everything's working, we're happy, but the constant need to find that equilibrium is what's causing my sweaty stuff and hot flushes, and perhaps just the waking up, and maybe it will never settle itself, who knows. But that's my life. I know heaps of people that have sleep issues once they get older, especially women. So after I finish this today, I'm just going to do a basic 25-minute sort of core strength workout. I've got my sneakers here. I've got my workout little area right next to my bike. I've got a huge day at uni today online. I've got my first prac of the trimester. Some people got their pracs done last week before uni got cancelled to being online. So I have to go to this Blackboard Collaborate thing that they have in the Deakin Uni intranet and watch and learn as we look at cells under the microscope, even though I won't be sitting there dialing in and dialing out, and I'll just be watching and probably try and give feedback. But I thought once I get a little bit more comfortable with these online pracs, and then, so first I've got a 2-hour online prac, then a 2-hour class situation for my other topic unit, which is physical health and something, fitness activity, something in Australia. I don't know. It's really about the physical activity guidelines and where we currently are in Australia, and looking at statistics and studying and coming up with, I guess, helping patients or hypothetical patients, giving them prescription of exercise and how to convince our population of physical health and well-being as a prescription, as a primary, what do you call it? A primary intervention before it becomes secondary or tertiary. But at the same time, using studies and researching that's already been done, especially by the Australian Bureau of Statistics, on the secondary and tertiary intervention as well, or the prescription to further assist in things such as cardiovascular disease, cancer, obesity, type 2 diabetes, all that sort of stuff. So it's a bit of a dry subject, looking at statistics and extrapolating data and coming up with findings to convince your fake patients. But I guess, it is helpful, and that's where the intro subjects like the anatomy and physiology really come into the understanding of how the cells work, why they work. So then that's 2 hours of prac, 2 hours of a class situation. Then I go straight into a 1 hour lecture, which is week 3, and I can't remember, last week we did cell metabolism. I can't remember what we're doing this week, but it follows on from that. And then got a 2 hour break where I'll try and eat, maybe take Match for a quick walk, recap all the notes from what I've done. And then so that's 1 till, 2, 3. I think in the afternoon, either way, I can't remember what time, but I've got another lecture in the same anatomy and physiology. And then after that, quick bite to eat. And then I've got client phone call catch-ups. And then after that, I have what's called a pass session, which is basically third year students helping you with your current understandings on your unit. And yeah, it's a busy day. I think I'll be done by about 9 o'clock. So any updates that occur with regards to Premier of Victoria Dan Andrews telling us what's actually happening in Victoria as far as social isolation, or whatever you want to call it, staying in your homes, what's essential, what's non-essential, just giving us a directive. I guess I'll have to catch up with Norm and he'll have to tell me. But anyway, going back, I think once I get this all down pat, I can sit here on a very easy gear and watch and listen to all the tutorials as step 1 of the ingestion of material. And then step 2, I can go back through and quickly make notes or go to the prescribed reading material. We'll see how we go. But I've got to make different ways of learning work for me so that I don't go crazy. And I think that's the thing with all of us right now. Whatever we used to do, we've got to think differently and go, well, all right, I'm still alive, I've still got my health, I still got food in the fridge. Maybe I have to access some government assistance if I've lost my job. But hey, I can sort of, I can still do things. I've still got choices. And if we lose our essential services in the internet world, that's when we're fucked. Because all of us right now, it's funny, we're waiting for, we're going to have cable as well as our Telstra internet. So we're going to have IIT net or something, I think it is, via cable. So we'll have 2 forms of doing stuff via the internet. Because Norm's working from home and obviously I am. And a lot of my things are all online, live, cloud-based stuff, and of course Norm is as well. I don't think many people actually work in static environments anymore. All your files are on the cloud, interaction with customers on the cloud. So yeah, probably our most essential services is, apart from hospitals, health workers and lab technician type people testing pathology, etc. Obviously we need food to our food supply chain, but it's definitely those people in the tech world right now. We went to JB Hi-Fi over the weekend to get me another screen, so I've got 2 screens on my desk so that I can do uni work, have stuff open and make notes in another page, or vice versa, watch a tutorial and have the study notes open and maybe have it in a writable PDF format so I can make notes on it. Anyway, there was one screen left of the particular one we wanted, which was $250. And then Norm spent the afternoon finding a Thunderbolt cable, HDMI, something or other, which goes from my Mac to the other screen, and eventually found it. But he went to Officeworks in the meantime, and they were sold out of just so much stuff. Even the office chairs, they brought all the office chairs to the front of Officeworks and said, you know, these are our office chairs. No need to go down the back and have a look. This is what we've got left. So thankfully, it's really crazy. You might find that you're in the same situation, but recently, you know, probably the last few months, Norm has been saying to me, I don't have an office space in our new home, and I really want to sit down and have my space. So I recreated our office space maybe 3 weeks ago. Got him an office chair, so we've got 2 office chairs that are the same, and just created this space. And lo and behold, we're now both working together. And this is what we used to be like when we used to do events and have our MTB skills and run our shops. We would work in the same office for days on end. And it is a nice feeling to not be involved in events or that hospitality, retail and outdoor leisure at this point in time. Norm's greatest fear at one point was that the mountain bike trails as we know it could be shut down at any point by the land managers saying, you know what, we're going to take charge, and this growth in the mountain biking is too much. We can't manage our land properly, and therefore we're sort of putting a lid on it. That hasn't happened. Forest just got given a package. I can't remember what it is, but in the end it will be millions. Who knows when that will go ahead or how that will go ahead now. But it has been promised, so I don't know whether they can revoke that. And there is lots of new trail and trail rejuvenation. And I guess once we get out of this, in however long it is, whether it's this time next year, there will be a massive, massive influx back into the leisure industry. And we'll all be wanting to spend our money and get out and go on a holiday. And I really feel, speaking of holidays and the leisure industry, for the bushfire areas, for example, Bright, they've missed out on the summer season. I think people were able to go back for a little bit of time in the February, March, but now they're going to miss out on the Anzac Day, the school holidays, Easter, indefinitely moving forward. I mean, that's not the only area, but that's the area that I know well. And yeah, what do you do? I guess we've just got to get together, do our best, look after each other, not get other people sick, stay happy and well ourselves, And when the chance arises, we need to all get back out there, and we will, because we're going crazy. But I know Anthony Elliott is in a management position where he is looking after logistics for transport industry in Altona or Laverton area, and he needs to stay well. All those truck drivers need to stay well. All the people picking and packing need to stay well. Because for us at home, we're going to rely on hopping on the internet and being able to order something, which of course, the supermarkets, I don't know whether we can order online anymore. But geez, if we could, I wouldn't go to the supermarket, and I would just allow them to just go, that's not in stock, that's not in stock, that's not in stock, but here's what we've got for you. And I'd go, okay, cool, thanks. All right, we have got 20 minutes to go. Forgot to have a drink. Just going to check my messages. Message Matt. Good morning, Matt. Sorry I missed your messages on Messenger. And good to see you riding with me. It's so worth it, even though I felt like absolute crap this morning. Matt's just setting up Discord, and we'll see if we can chat. One step at a time. It's a changing world, totally changing platform every single day. But I think if we can embrace whatever technologies we've got for us, access to us, man, we'll be better off for it. I purchased, speaking of technologies, I have had this kinetic road machine, which is one of the ones where you just, I have to put a different skewer in so it fits the little bits on my skewer, the little nut things. But it's just where your back wheel has contact with a roller, which the kinetic road machine has a very heavy flywheel at the back. And I've had it since late 2008. I started training with it. And I would do probably 3 indoor trainer sessions a week back then, with no Zwift, just the power on my Garmin and heart rate and time. So obviously I wasn't picking up distance because I was in a room and I wasn't moving. Sometimes it would pick up distance, but I didn't worry about that. And I would just do really basic trainer sessions. 10-minute time trials times 3. Oh my God, they hurt. And then I would do a core session afterwards. Anyway, long story short, I'm not getting rid of it. Norm's going to use this one. And because he's not commuting to work anymore, or will absolutely commute less because he's going to work more from home. But I got myself a smart trainer. We did a lot of research. I really didn't want to spend $1,800 on a smart trainer. So we found one that was marked down the elite something or other. It was marked down from 1600 to 900 and something. And I thought, danger, danger. Why is that so cheap? And I've got no idea why. But I looked at DC Rainmaker's reviews on quite a few trainers that I was thinking could be my golden ticket to a smart trainer world. And this one came out as not too bad at all. It's a mid-range one, and he said it is noisier than your top-end ones, but not noisy. It is noisier. So you wouldn't say this is a hush quiet indoor trainer that you can sit in front of the TV, but it's not a noisy trainer either. It's just noisier. And so from what I could gather, that was probably the shittiest thing about it. So anyway, got it for $1,000. Norm rang up yesterday, ordered it over the phone because I only had one or two left. And it will get delivered from Port Melbourne Cycles in today's freight. And then I've got that to play with. And then, hey? The Elite Trainer. Which one's it called? Yeah, but what is it? Yeah, you're telling me it's the Elite Trainer. I know, but there's Suto. Okay. Yeah, I can hear you. Obviously, you felt like piping in. I'm listening to Norm if you can't hear this, and he's telling me that no, quite the contrary. The Elite Suto is apparently not too bad at all, not too shabby. I will let you know, because when it comes in my hot little hands, I will get to test it, and Norm will be able to join in because he'll have my Ant Plus dongle that'll allow him to talk to Zwift, and we will have a good time. Zwifting away. Woohoo! Yeah, can you imagine Norm being an indoor trainer type? I cannot. One day, many years ago, my husband Norm said that, well, basically he used to pay our friend out Claire that she was a mung bean Brunswick wanker, and now he's a vegan. He said soy milk was a load of bullshit. Now he drinks soy milk. 29ers were never going to last, and it was a load of hoo-ha. He has a 29er. He did get a 29er. What are some other things that you've said? I don't know. But I definitely think you were definitely interested in the e-bike concept from the get-go. You just weren't conceptualizing how it would work until you became a commuter, and then it really sat right with you. Already 10 minutes to go. That's gone quick, Matt. I'm also looking forward to attaching my mountain bike to the trainer, because I only have 11 speed, because I have 2x on both my mountain bikes. But it will be nice to just ride in a different position I won't be able to use my road bike, not my road bike, sorry, my time trial bike, because that's at 10 speed. I think you need an adapter or something to a spacer to fit the cassette better. But I can definitely just, because the cassette that it comes with is the Shimano 11 to 28 Shimano 105 cassette, which is XTR compatible. Obviously won't be going up any super steep hills with the 28 mountain bike wise. Anyway, I don't know whether, I guess Zwift, I've probably got test people right now testing out mountain bike courses. Maybe they actually exist and I haven't looked. But rather than just the dirt road sections, I think the Cape Epic ones were going a bit off-road, but I haven't joined them. Something dumb happened to me yesterday. I was cooking this cauliflower in like a light batter with a bit of paprika. So it's sort of like what we have at a restaurant here in Geelong. It's called KFC, Kentucky Fried Cauliflower. Anyway, there was a little bit that had fallen off the cauliflower floret, and it was hot. And silly me just went straight in my mouth, and it got caught down the back of my throat, boiling hot. Instead of burning the inside of my mouth, it burnt the back of my throat. And now every time I just swallow, I can feel that bit of burn there. Well, before you know it, we'll be at 40 minutes. Nearly done. I've just chosen all this week 45-minute sessions because I know it takes 10 minutes to set up. So that way you only have to make an hour of time, or maybe 15 minutes to get ready, get dressed, get yourself set up, 15 minutes riding, and really that's only just probably a smidge over an hour of your time to invest in turning up for a Zwift ride. And it's nice to just turn off the brain and just pedal. And it doesn't matter if Matt is absolutely going hard out or I decide to go super easy. We can still ride together, and the program allows us, because we've chosen group ride, keep us together, allows us to stay together. So if you're in a really good space and feeling like hitting it out, you actually can. And on a ride like this, you could actually go in to your settings when you start and just turn your that gradient thing off within the game if you're in a smart trainer, so that every hill feels a little less rather than the full 100% of the hill. And that would mean that you would have an easy ride. There you go, Matt's putting in at the moment. He had a crack. I can see he's got over 3 watts, 3.6, 3.4 watts per kilo, while I'm doing 1.9. I don't think Matt would weigh any more than me. So he's putting in at the moment. He's still putting in. Whew. Go, Matt. Be interested to know, does anyone know anyone so far that has tested positive for the coronavirus? Because that's going to become a reality soon. We'll know someone. And it was interesting to hear last night, I can't remember who it was, but it was someone from the medical side of things, from the health side of things. I don't think it was a minister, it was obviously some industry expert. I wasn't paying full attention. But he was saying that there had been a lot of people coming out of self-quarantine, or not even coming back from overseas and just going, I'm going to be fine. It's not going to hit me. I'm fine. And that there were people that had spread the virus due to their selfishness of not doing their self-quarantine. And then there was also a wedding in New South Wales where a whole bunch of people tested positive. And perhaps that was also, I think they were from the US. Now we got 4 minutes to go, Matt. And we're done. Get on with our core, have brekkie, take Maxie boy for a quick walk, and then get on with my day full of uni studies. Hope you have a good day. One day you might be able to join us when I choose a Zwift group exercise workout time that suits you. If you want to join in, send me a message, maybe even on my workout on Zwift if you follow me, or request a follow on Zwift. My Zwift name is Jessica Douglas with an Australian flag. Come and join us. We could get a whole peloton going on. And social distancing does not matter in Zwift world. I have not seen Matt snot on me or sweat on me once. Legs are finally moving around freely, which is nice. It's a nice cruisy, 90 RPM, heart rate 94. Nice, easy watts. That's the other thing while we're training in this period. As I've been telling pretty much all of my clients that, yep, we can do some hard workouts in a week, but let's back it off and get into that zone 2 sort of steady state base, even if we just want to bring it up a bit. But, you know, trying to keep all our efforts, all our rides, sort of at the 80% of max mark or less, and maybe only doing 1 to 2 of anything above that per week, and keeping those sessions short. This is a great period of time where we can really capitalize on the things that we don't normally do because we don't have time, or because we're tapering for a race, or preparing for a holiday, or, you know, just other life things that get in the way. I do hope that Bunnings still remains an essential item. because I've got some home projects that I would like Norm to do, such as make some shelves in the garage so we can store things away better. Alright, 30 seconds, Matt, and we're out of here. Thank you for joining me. And Tina, when you wake up, maybe next time. I think I've got tomorrow night, 5 till 6. Tuesday night, 5 till 6, we're doing another social cruise. Nice recovery ride. Rightio. There we go. Ready. And Jessica's meetup is out. And that's it. Catch you later. Have a good day. Bye. Whoop, we've got to go to end stream. Come on, mousy mouse, get to the other screen. There we go. See ya.